Now that all of our parts are cut, we have the heel strap, the 4 straps for both the tongue and the buckle end for the closers. We have the toe piece and the main body. Now if we're going to do any coloring and or tooling, if you would like, now would be the time. The first step in the assembly is to do this toe plug part and attach it to the main part here in this area where we've cut the arch. So I'll start first by dampening this piece thoroughly. I'm going to dampen it on the front and the back. And we'll set this aside then for a few minutes and let the water penetrate. First thing I'll do is scribe a light line there about a 1/2 inch along this edge. Now I'm going to fold this up. As you can see, I'll fold it up roughly a 1/2 inch. And now I'm going to hold it between my fingers and stretch that back part so that I can put a curve into this. As you can see now, we'll just keep working on it until we get it to fit on the inside of this part. I will keep working it until it fits in there, as you can see. And once I get it in position and get it folded properly, I can now let it dry in that position. And now to aid with the drying, I have removed it and I'll let it sit in this position until it dries. It doesn't have to be completely dry, but we want it to dry some so that the cement will stick better. Next, I will take my sanding stick and rough this surface some where we will apply cement. Next, I will apply cement about a 1/2 inch wide to this area, as you can see. Also about a 1/2 inch wide to the area inside the arc. Now we'll set this aside and let it dry until it gets tacky. After our cement has dried until it's tacky, I will turn this over and I'll bring in the other piece and I'll very carefully now put it inside this curve. I want to make sure I get it all the way in. And when we get it in there where it's positioned properly, we can press it down. And if you want, you can take your hammer and kind of tap it. We'll stitch this into place. I'll take my wing divider and make a line about 1/8 of an inch from the edge. And then with a 4-prong chisel, I will start on one side and it will punch through both thicknesses. And I'll do this all the way around to the other side. And now, as you can see, I am stitching around the area that we just punched using the 2-needle saddle stitching method. I will now get ready to attach our buckles. And I'll first start with the buckle tabs by applying some contact cement to both ends, but not up to the slot, as you can see. I will do this to all 4 of the tabs. I have allowed the cement to dry until it's tacky, and now we can attach the buckles. I go through, as you can see, bring the tongue up through the slot, put the other end down through, and then very carefully line up the 2 holes, or shall I say the 4 holes, and press them together. And we'll do the same thing with the other 3. First, I'm going to attach the buckle end. You'll notice how they will go. Now make sure you get them going in the right direction and that the tongue goes in this direction. So we will fasten them with some large size rapid rivets. Put it through from the bottom to the top, and then we will put the tab in place with the buckle attached, and then we will set the rivets by attaching the cap first and then setting them down on a hard piece of marble. Now we'll do the same thing with the other 3. Now after these are in place, we will go to the other end and attach what I'm going to call the belt ends. And as you can see, these are attached the same way. The last thing to do is install the strap that goes down under the sole of the shoe or by the heel, and I'll do that first by putting a large rivet through the hole, as you can see, and then I will set the strap in place, and I will secure it with the rivet. On the other end, which is the end, by the way, where we have the belt straps, we will install the snaps. We will install a heavy-duty snap by first pushing through from the back to the front, as you can see, and then I will put the male part of the snap in place, and with the setter I will set that snap. Now on the other end of the strap I will install the cap portion. I will put it through, as you can see, put it on the anvil, put the receiver in place, and then with the setter set the snap. And now this is all ready to snap into place. And for all intents and purposes, our snake gaiter is finished. Now, of course, you'll need to make one for the other leg by reversing everything.